Hey y'all, I'm Wilson. Welcome to my little shop here. It has been a while since I did my last video. I've been blowing and going, trying to get some work done. Trying to get a little bit done in the shop here. I got that wall rebuilt finally. I still got to come on around and finish up everything, and then didn't get to the roof. I see daylight through there again. But I'm getting there a little slowly but surely, a little bit at a time. But anyway, I want to do a little safety video today. I kind of had an idea for one while I was cutting some wood over here. Why we don't reach over top of the saw blade. And I'm going to put y'all up here on my little custom camera stand. I'm going to try to talk loud so y'all can hear me. I've tried to rewatch some of the videos, and I've had a problem actually hearing. It might be my phone, I don't know, my phone's old. But I've had a little problem hearing myself on the videos, so I'm trying to talk loud. I might have to invest in a mic if I can just get really serious on these videos. But anyway, let me get off that. I'm getting off subject. What I was talking about was why we don't reach over top of the saw blade. A lot of times, woodworking, you get started doing something, you go to work at a shop, you go working with your grandpa, whatever, and they give you all these little rules for stuff not to do. One of the rules is don't reach over top of the saw blade, grab the blade, to grab the piece of wood and pull it through. But a lot of people don't just tell us why. It's important to understand why we do stuff and why we don't do stuff. A lot of people think, you reach over top of the blade, you can bump the blade. And yes, but that's not a big deal, but yes, that can happen. But it's easy when you're a beginning woodworker, when you're first starting, it's easy to think that's the only reason that rule exists. You sit here and you think, oh, just don't bump the blade. I can reach over it. I'm coordinated enough to reach over top of that blade, which I am. I can cut this board. I'm coordinated enough to reach over here, pull that board through without touching the blade. I can do that. No problem. So you think it's not a big deal. The rule's not a big deal. But the main reason that rule is there, one of the main reasons, there's a couple, one thing is catching the blade. If you get into a habit of doing it, and then you get on a cold day where you've got a coat or something like that, and you're not thinking, you're in such a habit of doing it, you reach over there and you'll grab your coat, pull your hand on in there. So we try to keep our habits, we try to keep good habits when we're cutting stuff. That way it works every time, But anyway, the main thing, reaching over top of a blade for something. When I'm cutting something this small, first thing you think is when you get to this end, why don't I just reach over here and pull it through? I could even take a little push stick and put on it and help it and just pull it through like that. Well, the main reason, this blade right here is spinning like this. These teeth here are pulling down. And it don't matter what you're cutting, hardwood, plywood, any kind of wood can have a bow to it. If you're cutting this, and this thing is bowed up on the end, if you reach over here and put pressure here, you can see already, it's lifted. I don't know if y'all can see it, I can see it. It's about an 1/8 inch up off the table right here, just with me putting my hand right there. When you go through and you start getting toward the end, this thing's off the table. That blade is going to be making it bounce. Once it starts bouncing, you're losing control. It starts bouncing. It's very easy to bounce to where it gets into a position to where it snatches the whole board back. You got your hand on here, I don't care who you are, I don't care if you're Bruce Lee, you do not have the reflexes to move your hand away before it hits that blade. It don't matter. If you got your hand right there on this board and it takes it and snatches it back and you're just holding pressure on it with your fingers, you do not have the speed it takes, you don't have the whatever it takes to pull your hand away from there fast enough. It will snatch your hand right across that blade. You end up losing a couple of fingers. Now, reaching over top of it's dangerous. You don't want to bump the blade. It's dangerous because you are bringing your hand over top of the blade. But the big thing is the kickback, and if it throws your hand back, it's going to eat you up. Especially my saw here. My saw is, see, I got my blade up kind of high. I don't know if I said this on another video or not. It's been like this for a little bit now. My mechanism is stripped out, so my blade is stuck where it's at. I can't get it to go up and down, so it's extra dangerous right now. But even if you've got it lowered, it'll snatch your hand right across that damn blade. But anyway, that's one reason. Anytime somebody gives you rules for something, look at what you're doing. Kind of think about it. Think about it. Use common sense. There's all kind of things that can happen. A lot of times we're thinking one thing can happen, but there's all kind of other dangers out there that we're not even looking at. You know, we're sitting there looking at the trees and don't even see the damn forest. Anyway, let me get off here. I got to get some work done. I got to get shit happening here. So y'all have a good one, and I will see y'all on the next one.